Chapter 30. What did you and Mrs. Chiltington talk about? Andrew Peckelman asked Marjorie Muldower. They were sitting together on the patio near the motel's stone-cold gas-powered fire pit. How much we both hate what Mr. Limoncello is doing at his so-called library. Do you know what insane game they had us playing today? Reading while eating. Andrew shook his head in disbelief. And the food was pizza. Greasy, slimy, cheesy pizza. Pizza spillage can cause major damage to books, said Andrew. I've seen it. Back when I was a library aide at the middle school, I've complained about the messiness, but Mr. Limoncello popped in on a video screen to remind us that all the books being used in the read and eat contest were paperbacks. As if that makes a difference. Exactly. Loopy old Limoncello said paperback books were meant to be taken to the beach where they'd have suntan lotion and melting ice cream cones and sand dribbled all over their pages. Ridiculous, I know. But Limoncello said books did no one any good sealed up tight. He said books need to have their spines cracked and their covers opened and their pages ruffled for them to come alive. The man's a menace, said Andrew. He's a lunatic. He needs to be stopped. Don't worry, we're working on it. Really? How? Marjorie studied the nerdy boy in his goggle glasses. Yes, he seemed to be a true library lover, but Marjorie couldn't trust him. She couldn't trust anybody. Not when the future of library science was at stake. I can't say, she told Andrew, but don't be surprised if Mr. Limoncello leaves town. I understand he's turned his back on Alexandriaville before. Well, he left when he was like 18, said Andrew. He moved to New York City to start his game company. And, said Marjorie, from what I've heard, he never once came back here until he cooked up this crazy scheme to build a new library in the old bank building as a big publicity stunt. Where'd you hear that? Mrs. Chiltington. Mr. Limoncello told us he built the library to honor the memory of Mrs. Gail Tobin, the librarian who helped him so much when he was our age. Ha! You believe that? That's just the clever spin Mr. Limoncello's marketing department put on his scam. Marjorie stood up. But don't worry, Andrew. Your public library will soon be a true public library. Mr. Limoncello will turn it over to a local board of trustees and flee. And he won't be coming back? Highly doubtful. Wow, thanks, I guess. You're welcome. Excuse me, I need a 641.2. Sure, enjoy your beverage. Marjorie marched into the motel lobby, hoping to find a cold bottle of water. But, of course, the only free beverages at the Limoncello Library Olympics people had put on ice in the open coolers were chocolate milk, strawberry milk, and 10 different kinds of soda pop, including something called Mr. Limoncello's Lemonberry Fizz. All of it junk. And the lemon is not a berry, Mr. Limoncello, Marjorie muttered. Look it up, 364.334. Lemons as an orchard crop. That means it's a fruit. Suddenly, a voice boomed through a megaphone. Who would like to play another game? Mr. Limoncello, and it sounded like he was right outside. Will all library Olympians kindly join me at the swimming pool? It's time to dive into another game. Come on, Marjorie, called Margaret Miles, the Midwest team's coach, hurrying across the lobby. We're only down by 1. I thought we were only supposed to play 2 games per day. Margaret Miles laughed. You know Mr. Limoncello, he's all about keeping things a little unpredictable, which is precisely why he shouldn't be allowed anywhere near a library, thought Marjorie. Libraries were all about order and control and precision and predictability. And that's exactly how Mrs. Chiltington and her League of Concerned Library Lovers would run things when they became the board of trustees in charge of what used to be the Limoncello Library. To help them succeed and to earn her scholarship from the Willoughby Chilton Family Trust, all Marjorie had to do was remove 1 book from the library shelves. She had no qualms about it, no doubts or misgivings. After all, that was what a library was supposed to do, lend out books, not dribble pizza sauce all over their pages. She planned on borrowing the book Mrs. Chiltington had requested the very next day. Marjorie would earn her go-to-college free card, and if things went the way Mrs. Chiltington said they would, the Alexandriaville Public Library would finally be free of Luigi Limoncello.